All right, this is the video for the rest of the last, I think it was 3 examples in 6B.4. These are just more practice with contingency tables. So let's start out with this one. It says complete the contingency table and then answer the probability questions. Write your answers as simplified fractions. So we've got different types of subject teachers. We've got whether they have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, and we know that they talk to 80 teachers in total. So it looks like the total number of English teachers would be 30. Total number of music teachers would be 23. And this one, let's see, that's 27 minus 16. That's going to be 11. Double check this adds to 35. That's 21, 35. Yeah. So everything is adding up, and you can double check this adds to 80, but everything is adding up correctly now. Find the probability that a teacher has a bachelor's degree. Notice the keyword here, given that they're an English teacher. Okay, that means we're hyper focused on English teachers. We're only whoops, I did too much of the highlighting. Can I back? Yeah, I'll just have to release it. But we're just focusing on those English teachers. Okay. So out of the English teachers only. So what's the probability someone has a bachelor's degree given that they are an English teacher? So there's only 30 total English teachers, and the ones that have a bachelor's degree was 20 of them. So again, that's a conditional probability. So that's why we're not using the 80. We're using just the group we were given. Okay. Notice my next question is just general. It's just how many music teachers are there? Probability of getting a music teacher. Okay. Since we have math, I'll have to put MUS for music. So music teacher is a total of 23 of them out of the 80. And I don't believe that reduces any. So that's just going to be 23 out of 80. My next one, notice I'm doing an or. Math teacher or masters. Notice math teacher is a column, masters is a row. So there is going to be overlap. So we're looking at math, or I'll do MD for master's degree. Okay. So we'll need the probability that someone's a math teacher plus the probability that someone has a master's degree minus anybody who had both of those things, the overlap. Okay, notice that or is when I know I might have the subtraction formula. Okay, so total math teachers is 27 out of 80. Total master's degree teachers are 35 out of 80. And notice that that's masters and math, which means we also double counted that overlap. So that's 11 people we counted twice. Okay. So then we would add together the 27 and 35, and then subtract the 11. I came up with 51 out of 80, which I don't believe reduces. But again, you can double check on your calculator. Now we want to do an and problem. Now notice we've already kind of answered this because it's the same two subcategories we were just dealing with. Probability of math and master's degree is just the overlapping people. That was the 11 teachers who were in both groups at the same time out of 80, and that does not reduce. Now I have one more conditional probability. So we're going to be doing the probability that someone's a music teacher given that they have a bachelor's degree. So we have to focus on just having a bachelor's degree. So notice this purple means for this problem, I'm only focused on this row. Okay. Again, I'm highlighting that just to emphasize that. So it's a given. So we're going to do music teacher given that the person has the bachelor's degree. So the only number of people who have a bachelor's degree was 45. The people in that group that are music teachers is 9. And that is divisible, both of those by 9. So that's going to be 1/5. Okay. So there's that one. Now let's look at number 17. This was, again, just part of the Kahoot we didn't finish. Survey of 130 college graduates was conducted. Students were asked whether they were employed and if they were looking for a job, and then find the probability in fraction form and simplest form. So we have employed or not employed, job searching or not job searching. Okay. What is the probability that a randomly chosen student is not employed given they are job searching? So we are focused on the job searching people. So probability that someone is not employed given they are job searching, just abbreviating. Okay. So the number of people who are job searching is 45. The ones that are in that group that are not employed is the 19, and that does not reduce. Okay. Let's look at my next one. Let's do purple. What is the probability of randomly chosen student is not job searching given they are not employed? So now I'm hyper focused on not employed. I'm trying to color code so you can see we're doing a different thing. So we're doing not job searching given not employed. Okay. So total number of people that were not employed was 41. Out of that group, the not job searching ones are 22. And I believe, again, that does not reduce. So 22 out of 41. Notice your next question has no keyword other than job searching. So this is a simple probability. Anytime you don't see an and or an or a given, you're just doing that one category. So job searching is 45 people out of all the people they surveyed, which was 130. We can divide those both by 5. That's going to be 9 out of, let's see, 130 divided by 5 is 26. So 26. Okay. What is the probability that a randomly selected student is employed and job searching? Okay, so employed and job searching. This is an overlap. So anytime it's an and, we're overlapping. Employed and job searching. That's going to be out of all the people they surveyed, so that's 130. You'll only restrict your denominator if you're doing given, the conditional. And employed and job searching is 26 people. Now we can divide both of those by 13, so that's going to be 2 over 10. And then that reduces again. It's going to be 1/5. So actually they both were divisible by 26. Okay. All right. And then what's the probability that someone is employed or job searching? Notice they just changed the keyword there to or, employed or job searching. So that means probability we're employed plus probability we're job searching minus the probability that someone was employed and job searching. And we've actually done a couple of these. Employed we haven't done yet. Total number of employed people is 89 out of 130. Job searching was part C, but I'm going to use its unreduced form because, like I said, it's easier just to add and then reduce at the end. So that's 45 out of 130 people. And then we did the employed and job searching as the last one. That was 26 people. So that's, again, if you look up here, employed is 89 and job searching is 45. And then this was those people who we overlapped. Okay. So we want to add and subtract across the top. 89 plus 45 minus 26 is 108 over 130. So it's definitely reducible because they're both divisible by 2. We might be able to divide again. I'm just going to divide by 2 first since I don't have a calculator that reduces well. 130 divided by 2 is 65. And I don't think that reduces any further. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So now let's look at our last one. So like I said, this is just us finishing up more examples with reading from the tables. So this looks like blood types, A, B, and O, and then whether or not you have a positive or negative association, the RH factor. They surveyed 362 total people. So what is the probability of choosing a donor with O type blood given we know the person is positive for the RH factor? So again, it's a given, so we're hyper focused on just this row. So we're rounding to 4 decimals on these. So we're doing, what's the probability that someone's an O blood type given that they are RH positive? So we're only talking about the RH positive people, which is 173. Out of that group, 28 of them have type O blood. And then we're going to divide that to get the decimal. So 28 divided by 173. If you want to double check it on your own calculator, I got 0.1618. 1618. And again, they told me to round to 4 decimal places. So that's why I did that. And that's for all of these. What is the probability of selecting someone that is RH positive or has blood type AB? So now we're doing an or. So or AB. So RH positive, we know is the 173 out of the 362 plus the blood type AB. That's going to be 30 people out of 362. and we had a row and a column, so we definitely overlapped. We overlapped and we double counted those 8 people in that overlapping part. So we have 173 plus 30 minus 8. That's 195 over 362, and then I need to turn that into a decimal. That's going to be 0.5387. Okay. So there's my decimal for that. So again, that's like 54%. This was like 16% chance. And now we're doing RH positive and AB. Now we kind of already did that as part of the last one because that's the overlap. So probability of RH positive and AB is the 8 people out of the 362 because it's the same 2 categories we were just looking at. And if we turn that into a decimal, 0.0221. Rounded to 4 decimal places. Okay, and then the last one of this section is just what if someone has type A blood? Notice no and, no or, no given. Type A just means total A's out of total group. So 126 out of 362. 126 out of 362 is 0.3481. All right. So this was, again, just a video to help you see more examples of the contingency tables worked out. You need to make sure you finish up this 6B.4 homework and the 7A1 homework, because we did, with this video combined with what we did in class, we have fully covered those. We will start Wednesday with 7A2 and finish up our notes. Okay. Have a wonderful day.